Hey guys, so in this video I'm breaking down how I made nearly $200 in the first 2 weeks of launching my app that I fully vibe coded. I have zero previous technical experience. I never knew how to code. Previously, when I needed things coded, I actually had to pay developers. So this would have cost me thousands of dollars and probably a few months to actually build it, and I was able to do this in less than a month. Not only build it, but launch it and make money within this time frame. So I'm going to break down everything I learned and how you can do the same. Here's a little bit of proof. This was just in the first 2 weeks of launching. The $99 spike was a lifetime payment, and I'm actually going to take away this option because it takes away from the monthly recurring revenue, which is what I'm going for. It's more valuable to have a customer that's paying $9.99 a month or even $5.99 a month over a lifetime than someone who pays $99 once. So the revenue was a $99 payment, two $29 payments for yearly, and then I got a $5.99 monthly payment and then two monthly payments for $3.99. In the past, I have done over six figures in digital product sales, mostly ebooks. This is a screenshot from one of my stores. My best month I ever did, and then a 9 month period where I did over $15,000 a month. Now I'm switching to apps because ebooks are a bit saturated now. They're a lot more competitive, and the only way to compete, especially because AI is really good at giving answers, you have to build structures as solutions, and that's what you can do with apps. And a lot of people are still not aware of the fact that you can use AI, and even if they are, they don't know the right way to do it. That's what I'm revealing in this video. You gotta get up to date with the state of AI in 2026. English, or whatever language you speak, is now coding language. You can just describe exactly what you want in plain language, and the AI will spit it out for you. Perfectly functioning, perfectly designed, something that would have cost you thousands of dollars in the past. I personally use Lovable. I really like how it works. They're improving a lot, and that's what I'm going to teach you in my series. More and more people are learning this daily, and you're going to have to be competitive. You're going to have to make things that are better than them. So you have to have pure intention, and you have to learn how to focus and to craft correctly. And these are things that I'm going to teach you in this video, in my YouTube channel, and in my group. So the first thing to do, which is true not just with Vibecoded apps, but in entrepreneurship in general, is to just get started right now. Don't hesitate. I hope this video is going to give you the motivation and the knowledge to start. So when you start, you can actually do it the right way and make money right away, which is what the goal is if you want a freedom and passive income lifestyle to travel and everything. So here's step one, which is to validate your product. The best way to do this is to launch a product that you actually want yourself, which is known as scratching your own itch. By solving a problem that you're super familiar with, you'll be able to resonate with your target audience because you are them. You know what you spend money on, and you know that you're willing to do so. So you know that when you launch a product that you would pay for yourself, your audience has the same mindset and would pay for it as well. You want to make sure that you're not alone in your pain or need for this solution. What you have to do is go through forums like Reddit, social media, YouTube channels. Look for comments, look for posts, look for questions, things validating your idea. For me, I built a productivity app. You can check it out in my other video. I made it because I didn't like traditional productivity apps, so I had a novel idea of turning a brain dump into a to-do list. And I saw that a lot of people on Reddit were commenting, wanting this thing. That's what drove me to build it and know that it was going to be successful if I crafted it correctly. Step two is once you've validated your idea, you're going to want to ship it fast. You're going to want to make a minimum viable product, which is MVP. That means just making something that's good enough. Don't try to perfect it, but it has to be functional and it has to look decent. So that's why I love using a tool like Lovable, which makes it very easy typing things out in plain English and getting something up and running super fast. I'm going to make some Lovable specific tutorials on my channel, so just follow and continue and join my group if you're not in it already. Now, step three is to not aim too big. Now, what I mean by this is don't set your expectations too high on what your app's going to look like or how many users you're going to get right away, because you might hit some bumps. You might not monetize as quick as you want, but that's fine. Start small. Even one payment is validation. Even you, if you've never finished something before, building an app and launching it and having it live is enough evidence and validation that you can succeed. And this is how it starts, with just baby steps. And the end goal is to get 1,000 users paying you $10 a month. That'll get you to the whole URL of $10,000 a month, at which point you could even sell your app for multiple six figures. This is the benchmark I reached before, and I was able to sell my business for life-changing money. And I want you to be able to do the same and realize that 1,000 people is not that many. There's how many people in your city? 1,000 people in the world is not that many. Think of how big your city is. If you have a city with 1 million people in it, that's 1 in 1,000. And that's just in your city. And we're talking about the whole world. So think bigger and realize that this is not too big of a goal and is very achievable, and it's something I plan to reach with my app. The fourth step is being the messenger. You have to go out there, tell everyone about your app, but you want to do so in the most effective way, which I found to be Reddit and UGC, user generated content, which you can use Instagram, TikTok. The thing with Reddit, though, is you have to be very careful about how you're promoting. Pay attention to the sub roles. Be ready to get accounts banned. Just keep going and you're going to get users for sure. Just comply. I actually got some accounts banned, and now I hired someone to help do Reddit, and they're not getting banned. So I'm going to actually make a video on how to promote on Reddit and to get your first 100 users, which I was able to do in just 2 weeks through these two channels. So it's also very important that you are on a mission. You have a personal thing driving you, whether it's your own lifestyle freedom or it's passion for the solution you're giving to your audience. And ideally, you want to combine both of those, which will give you the fuel to compete and to endure. That just makes everything, including marketing, easier and more effective because you actually care about what you're doing. And your audience is going to feel that, and it's going to allow you to compete. Once you get started, you have to realize that although you want to start fast, don't be too overly harsh with deadlines. Things always take a little bit longer than you think, especially if you're just starting out. Also, launch a paid version as early as possible. I personally should have launched earlier, but it's actually kind of difficult to monetize a Lovable app by connecting it to Stripe, and that was my inspiration to making this walkthrough video, which speaks more towards someone who doesn't have a technical background. I saw a lot of the tutorials were very technical, or they assume that you knew some technical things previously, which is why I created this channel and why I am making these beginner-friendly videos. And the last thing is you have to maintain your drive and activity while being patient. Because again, things might take a little bit longer than you think. I was on a bit of the faster end in terms of monetizing, and I hope you'll do the same, but if it takes you a month and not 2 weeks to monetize, that's amazing. That's it for the key tips. Follow my journey into my first 1K MRR. Join my group if you're not in it already, and as always, ask questions. I'm happy to help. And understand that by building and shipping an app and getting your very first customer, you are on your way to creating a digital products business, which will give you the passive income and the freedom and the revenue to do what you want, whether that's to quit your job and have more time with your friends and family, or to travel the world like I'm doing, learn how to surf and immerse in cultures. Doesn't matter what the goal is. AI plus apps is one of your tickets out. So join me, join everyone doing this, and let's all keep each other accountable and updated. Best of luck. Thank you so much, guys. Till next video.